Senator has the floor.
Thank you, Madam President. So, you know, there's a precept that Native American populations used to live by, particularly at the Iroquois Confederacy. It was called the seventh generation principle. And the idea that those societies lived by was that every decision should be made with the idea that it's maximizing benefits for 7 generations out. Because if you think about just your generation alone and what's important for you right up front, you end up making short-term decisions that end up having long-term consequences. And this kind of policy prioritizes short-term benefit over long-term, or short-term gain over long-term benefit. You can see numerous examples of this over human society. I bored you all with my discussion of mammoth and megafauna overhunting and the species extinction across the Pacific Islands as humans rolled across the Pacific a year or two ago. We could talk about how the Mayans overbuilt on agriculture and basically ended up collapsing their civilization. The Romans did the same thing. But I would submit to you that a lot of what we see going on today is all short-term thinking over long-term benefit. And this kind of policy is exactly that. There's lots of things, while it might seem cheaper to burn certain fuels right now instead of investing in infrastructure that saves us money over the long term, saves us, by the way, $118 million, the VCA, by the way, which will save us almost $120 billion of fuel costs by 2050. There's a lot of other things that are expensive, like flooding, like dead crops, like floods, or things like cancer, which is what carbon emissions cause. These are all things that the SEC has to balance when making its decision, not just what's cheapest right here, right now, in the short term that saves money on the front end. This is why we need to kill this amendment. It is short-term thinking over long-term benefit, and it will hurt our children if we were to enact a policy like this.